Baruch atah asherah anat melecha ha'alam asher kedishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehitatif latzitzit. Good morning. How are you? So this morning we're going to say some old words together. What type of ritual is this? What an excellent question. I like to do the same thing every morning, Chewy. Say words from the book of Deuteronomy, and then we'll read from the Epic of Gilgamesh here, and then we'll say Arati and Kaddish. Ancient words, if by ancient we mean older than 2,000 years old, which is not actually that old, given the state of the world. But we say some old words, slightly older words than the words that we were saying now, and really it's an act of repetition, right? We say the same words together every day because it brings us together, because it connects us to that which came before and that which goes forward into the future. Your partner's father died. I remember you telling me that about a month ago. A month ago? No, it must have been earlier. The burial is now? I'm sorry to hear that. Will you be there? Deuteronomy from the Holy Bible. Yes, the 5th book of Moses. There are some passages. There's a particular phrase about monotheism that I think is quite compelling. No, you won't be there. I'm sorry. They must be having a very difficult time. How old are they? Sarah, no one has told me that I'm amazing today, so thank you. 23 and to lose a father. Gosh. Same as you. Well, we'll say Kaddish for them. For sure, we will say Kaddish for them. So we'll start with the Shema and Vahafta and go on from there. Shema Yisrael Asher Eloheinu Yahweh Echad. Will is well educated and peaceful. That's why I keep him around. Yeah, I think you know how to respond to death, Will. I think you have quite a lot of tools in your toolkit. Shema Yisrael, Yahweh Eloheinu, Yahweh Echad. Listen, Israel, Yahweh Eloheinu is one. all of these gods that you might name, they're actually all the same. Vahafta et anat Elohecha v'chol lavavecha v'chol nafshecha v'chol me'odeyecha v'chayu hadivarim ha'ele asher nochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'vitecha uvlechtecha chavaderch uv'shachbecha uv'kumecha וקשרתם לאוהות על ידיך, וחיו לטוטפות ביניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך, ובשעריך. וחיה, כי יחיה אלוהיך אל הארץ אשר נשבע לאבותיך לאברהם ליצחק וליעקב, לתת לך ערים גדולות וטובות אשר לא בנית, ובתים מלאים כל טובה אשר לא מילאת, וברות הציבים אשר לא עשת, כערים בזיתים אשר לא נתת, והלכת ושבת, הישמר לך פן תשכח את יהוה אשר תשכח מארץ מצרים מבית עבדים. Good morning, Katie. Good morning, Ghost. Gosh, there's something uniquely special about sitting here in this spot, saying these words that I say every day and seeing your names show up in the chat. It's like, oh, my friends are here. Get to say the words with my friends. You're at the chiropractor. I told you that my mother is a chiropractor. That's why I have a pelvic model over there. She taught me a few things about bodies, kind of accidentally. Sometimes I regret not learning chiropractic from her. I could be a chiropractor instead of a, I don't know, quasi-religious TikToker. But maybe the path chooses you. What are you at the chiropractor for, Katie? Thank you, Annabelle. I like this dress particularly well. I think it fits me better than any other dress that I own. I'm not sure why. Like it's a kind of ratty dress. Like the fabric's very soft. Like it's not fancy or it's stained and ripped and whatnot, but it fits me really well. You thought I was a biology professor. Well, you see, I am many things. Yes, sometimes I'm a biology professor. Currently, I'm a quasi-religious TikToker. Bi-weekly adjustments for life. Decades of soccer. Working on your hips. All this ball kicking. Chiropractic is good. I've lost track. Lost track of where we were in the prayer. Did I say the Vahafta? I think I did. Wow, memory. I actually have no memory, and yet it happened like 2 minutes ago. That's wild. What is going on with my brain? Oh dear. Okay. I guess it's time for Gilgamesh, huh? So, where we left off, in the Epic of Gilgamesh, Enkidu has been cursed to death by the gods Enlil and Shamash. Really, it's just Enlil. Shamash says, don't do it. And then Enkidu gives this speech about how he should have been more loyal to Shamash and less loyal to Enlil, because Enlil is sentencing him to death after all that. So Enkidu is afraid to die because he did nothing wrong except to kill the bull of heaven. Why'd he kill the bull of heaven? Because Gilgamesh pissed off the sexy death goddess. None of it is Enkidu's fault. Right? Enkidu just gets pulled in to all of these heroic deeds and all these epic adventures. Enkidu was just a wild man in the forest. Now he's doomed to die. What a life. So Gilgamesh tries to confront Enkidu, but the positionality of the two's relationship means that I don't know what kind of comfort can actually occur, you know? So, here's what Gilgamesh says. Gilgamesh confronts Enkidu by suggesting that death may be a greater burden for those left behind for the deceased. Gilgamesh promises that he will make a magnificent funerary statue for his friend. Death is inevitable. It is foolish to complain. You've been there, done that. You've tried to comfort a friend, but the positionality of the relationship was such that there was no comfort you could offer. There, I'm sorry I'm breaking up with you. I just have to. Gilgamesh made ready to speak, saying to Enkidu, "Superb. My friend, you are rational, but you say strange things. Why, my friend, does your heart speak strange things? The dream is a most precious omen, though very frightening. Your lips are buzzing like flies. Though frightening, the dream is a precious omen. The gods left mourning for the living. The dream left mourning for the living. The dream left woe for the living. Now I shall go pray to the great gods. I will be assiduous to my own God, to pray to yours. I will pray to yours. To Anu, father of the gods, to Eliel, counselor of the gods, I will make your image gold beyond measure. You can pay no silver, no gold, can you? What Enlil commanded is not like the of the gods. What he commanded he will not retract. The verdict he has scrivened, he will not reverse or erase. My friend, he will not. People often die before their time." Very consoling. It's not either of us. It's the conditions. It's just, frankly, I think basically all breakups are that, right? It's not that, like, someone's bad. It's that the conditions are not conducive for the relationship, right? It's a meta thing. That's not what Gilgamesh is saying. Gilgamesh is saying, you're being weird. Why would you be afraid to die? So, in the next section, at dawn, Enkidu prays to Shamash, god of justice and right dealing. He calls his curse upon two human agents whom he blames for his destiny, the hunter and the harlot. He blames Shamhat the harlot. For the hunter he wishes a poor catch, and for the harlot, the worst of a whore's life. Lines 60-61 depend on a wordplay for the Akkadian words for friend and food ration. Interesting. Okay. So what does Enkidu say? Blaming the prostitute for all of his problems, as men are wont to do. At the first glimmer of dawn, Enkidu lifted his head, weeping before Shamash. Before the sun's fiery glare, his tears flowed down. I have turned to you, O Shamash, on account of the precious days of my life. As for that hunter, the entrapping man, who did not let me get as much life as my friend, may that hunter not get enough to make him a living. May his profit loss cut down his take. May his income, his portion evaporate before you, and any wildlife that enters his traps, make it go out the window. He just does not like that hunter. When he had cursed the hunter, to his heart's content, he was content with his curses. He resolved to curse the harlot, Shamhat. Don't curse her. She's the best character in the whole book. Come, Shamhat, I will ordain you a destiny that will never end forever and ever. I will lay on you the greatest of all curses. Swiftly, inexorably, may my curse come upon you. May you never make a home that you can enjoy. May you never caress a child of your own. May you never be received among decent women. May beer sludge impregnate your lap. May the drunkard bespatter your best clothes with vomit. May your swain prefer beauties. May he pinch you like potter's clay. May you get no alabaster. May no table be proud to be set in your house. May the public crossroads be your dwelling. May vacant lots be your sleeping place. May the shade of a wall be your place of business. May brambles and thorns flay your feet. May topper and sober slap your cheek. May riff-raff of the street shove each other in your brothel. May there be a brawl there. That's terrible. This is the worst curse. When you stroll with your cronies, may they catcall after you. May the builder not keep your roof in repair. May the screech owl roost in the ruins of your home. May the feast never be held where you live. That's some slut-shaming, if I've ever seen one. May your purple finery be excoriated. May filthy underwear be what you are given. Because you diminished me, an innocent. Yes, me, an innocent. You wronged me in my step. He's angry because she brought him out of his wild livelihood and into the deeds of men, where he is wrapped up in the whims of a king and ends up losing his life because of it. I can't actually blame him. I don't think he's right to blame her, right? Like, I think he should blame Gilgamesh, because I think if Gilgamesh actually loved him, he wouldn't have made him do all of those heroic deeds that led to his downfall and doom. Or if Gilgamesh actually loved Enkidu, maybe he would have accepted Ishtar's proposal and married the Queen of Heaven, because, that's a pretty great deal, but he spurns Ishtar, and then they have to fight the Bull of Heaven, and then Enkidu gets sentenced to death because of it. I don't think any of it's Shamhat's fault. I mean, yeah, she did have sex with him and turned him into a man, but, he seemed to like that. Dang is right, Will. In any case, we'll leave off there, and I'll be back tomorrow to continue reading, and now it's time for Arati. Excuse me. So, we will conclude our morning with Arati and then Kaddish. Jaya Jayarati Vina Vinayaka Vina Vinayaka Shri Ganesha Jaya Jayarati Subramanya Subramanya Kartikeya Jaya Jayarati Venugopala Venugopala Venuola Papa Vidura Navanita Chora Jaya Jayarati Venkantaramana Venkantaramana Sankata Harana Sitarama Radhe Shama Jaya Jayarati Gauri Manohara Bhavani Sankara Sambasada Shiva Maheshwara Jaya Jayarati Rajarajeshwari Tripura Sundari Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Mahashakti Jaya Jayarati Anjaneya Hanumanta Jaya Jayarati Dattatreya Chimutriya Vatara Jaya Jayarati Adityaya Bhaskaraya Jaya Jayarati Sanistaraya Bhaskaraya Jaya Jayarati Sankarachaya Advaita Guravi Jaya Jayarati Sadgurunata Shivananda Jaya Jayarati Vishnu Devananda Jaya Jayarati Agastya Munaye Shriyama Priyaye Jaya Jayarti Ayapa Samine Dharma Shastave Jaya Jayarti Jesus Gurave Moses Gurave Buddha Gurave Jaya Jayarti Muhammad Gurave Guru Nanak Gurave Samastya Gurubho Namaha Jaya Jayarti Venugopala. Natatra Sriyobati Natanjakara Tamne Mavidyobati Kutoy Magni Tomivaban Tamidbandi Sarvam Tasya Basya Samitam Vivanti Om Gange Kayamane Kaiva Govari Saraswati Narmade Sirikaveri Hiya. That one didn't come out right. Namastitam Namo Namaha. Twameva Mata Japita Twameva Bandusha Saka Twameva Vidya Javinam Twameva Sarvam Mama Deva Kayena Vacha Manasandriyarva Buddhyatmanava Prakrite Sabhavad Karomi Adyad Sakalam Parasmahi Narayana Hiti Sarmar Payami Sarvadharmam Pravichayam Amikam Safradam Vrija Aham Sva Sarva Papayo Mokshayami Masicha. Whatever actions I perform with my body, speech, mind, senses, my nature, my intellect, or my emotions, all these I dedicate to you. Thank you. Good morning, Jada. How are you doing today? It's really nice to see your name in the chat. Late again. You know, it's basically impossible to be on time. That's my conclusion about living in the modern world. It's impossible to be on time. I never start the stream on time. I love that you're here. So you're just in time for Kaddish. Where we can mourn together. I woke up so anxious this morning. I don't know why. Maybe I had a terrible dream. I don't remember my dream at all. I'm worried about my memory. I woke up anxious about that, perhaps. You're either late or early. Yes, you're never exactly on time. That's my notification. I have to go soon. Yeah. Every day there's something to grieve, right? Every day you wake up, you're like, oh, this is not paradise. Better grieve it. I don't know. I don't wake up like that. But I do wake up discontented most mornings. I'm like, what is this body I'm in? What is this life that I'm living? Is this what I chose? Is this all there is? Gosh, I miss my friends. Gosh, I wish it were better. All the complaints that we might level. And all those forces of the world that cause us to suffer. Yahweh, you caused a genocide 3,000 years ago, and I still blame you for it. It structured my personality profoundly. So we say Kaddish to know that it's okay to worry. Yeah, like, often when I'm saying Kaddish, it is giving myself permission to feel negative emotions. It's like, okay, yeah, that's shitty. It can just be shitty. It's okay. You can just label it as shitty and move on with your life. Or just, or not. Just experience that it's terrible. Just experience that it's terrible and say the words and feel terrible, and then you're still alive. You're still alive. So, Mornis Kaddish. Old words that have nothing to do with death and yet have come to mean death, mean grief, mean pain. And we say them because we say them. And I'm very happy to be saying them with you, despite the grief that they contain or symbolize. For the last 2,500 years, give or take, my ancestors have been saying these words in response to death. Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shema Rabbah B'yama divrachite v'yamlich malchite b'chayachon v'yamechon v'chayid kol beit Yisrael B'gala v'zon kari v'yimru. Amen. Yehi Shema Rabbah mev'arch le'elam Amei Amaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yirman v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shema d'Kudesha Baruchu Leila min kol berchata v'shirata tush berchata v'nechemata demiran b'yama v'yimru. Amen. Shalom Rabba Min Shemaya V'chaim Aleinu V'yachol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Ose Shalom B'mirmav Huya Ase Shalom V'chaim Aleinu V'yachol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Ose Shalom B'mirmav Huya Ase Shalom Aleinu V'yachol Yisrael V'imru V'imru Amen. Thanks. Connor, I guess that's your evidence that I'm not magical. I just look that way on a screen. I have no luck to convey. I wish I did. That would be something else. If I had the capacity to give good luck to people, even if I had the capacity to give bad luck to people, if I was like, yeah, you're going to get into a car crash today. Or maybe the good luck was that you didn't die. Maybe it was actually good luck, masquerading as bad luck. Sorcery is forbidden. Yeah, and yet I'm full of spells. Alright, I'm gonna go. But I love you all. Truly, truly I do. That word, there's not enough words in English that mean love. It's basically just one. But I do love you all. I absolutely do. It is genuine. Even though I don't really know how to describe it or compare it to, like, you know, the way that I love my family or whatnot. But I love you all. I do. Hey, Julianne. Am I prosperous and connected? I wonder. I think I am prosperous and connected. But I often don't feel that way. toast to grim luck. Don't recommend. Grim luck is getting into a car accident but not dying. Yeah. Thanks, Julianne. Yeah, it's really nice to see you again. It's been a few days, a few weeks even. Okay. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get started with my day. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. See all of you tomorrow morning. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you 1,000 times. Thank you. And check out the Discord server in my bio if you haven't already. Bye.